morning, everyone. My name is Anu, and today we'll do the next chapter of Class 5 English. It is The Little Bully, and this chapter is written by Annette Blyton. Okay, students. So, first of all, you tell me what is the meaning of bully? Actually, bully is a person who is intentionally, physically, or emotionally cruel to others, especially to those who are weaker or have less power. Okay, so in this chapter we will see that how a little bully troubles other. And do you know of any child who teases others or pushes them around? What would you call such a child? We call such a child a bully. So this story is about a little bully whose name is Hari. Okay, so before starting this lesson, let's see the competencies that we'll cover in this chapter. These are listening, speaking, reading, writing, handwriting, spelling, and awareness. Okay, and let's have a look at the TLOs. The targeted learning outcomes of this chapter are: children will be able to enjoy reading the story and comprehend. They will listen with attention. They will improve their vocabulary. They will able to speak short sentences. They will improve their handwriting. They will be able to write a short description, and they will be able to learn spellings. Okay, so now let's begin with the story. And see, this kind of, as you can see in the picture, this kind of person who troubles other, okay, especially the weaker ones, is called a bully. I will show you some more picture related to the story. This is bruise. Bruise means this scars, these marks, right? Seaside, you know, the area around near the sea is called seaside. Jam sandwiches, all of you love it. Hard boiled eggs, ginger cake, stalks. What are stalks, children? These are the main stems. And seaside creatures. You can see these kind of seaside creatures. Okay, so now, and these creatures are like these crab, shrimps, prawn, and lobster, right? You can see their pictures because they will be coming in the story. Pincers, these are the hands of lobster and crab. These are the pincers of crab and lobsters. You see, these are very painful, children. Okay, now let's read the story now. Once upon a time, not so very long ago, there was a small boy called Hari. Although he wasn't very big, he was strong, and he loved to tease all the boys and girls who went to school with him. So, children, this story is about a boy, Hari, who is the bully, and he loved to tease other children in the school. Okay, what he loved to do most was to pinch. He could make a big bruise appear in half a second. Another trick he played was pricking people with a pin. So, what that man what that boy Hari, he loved to do, he loved to pinch other and prick them with a pin. Okay, and in a half a second, he can make a bruise appear. What is a bruise? Bruise means injury by blow to the body. Okay, when we pinch others, some scar, I showed you the picture, no? This kind of scar appears on the body. So he was able to appear a bruise in half a second. That means he pricks and he pinch so hard. Okay, so you can guess how all the children hated him. They tried pinching him back, but that was no good because he could always pinch harder. They didn't like telling their teacher because that was telling tales. It so happened that the class went for a picnic to the seaside for a whole day. All the children were most excited. Okay, and as Hari used to pinch all the children every time, so they hated him and they wanted to pinch him back. But when they pinch him back, he again pinched them harder, and they don't want to tell their teachers because teacher maybe teacher may does not believe them. Okay, and or she may be saying that you were just telling tales, you're telling stories, it's not like that. How can it possible, like a boy only again and again and every time pinches and troubles all the students of the class? So they don't want to tell their teacher. They just hated Hari. So what happened one day? The whole class went for a picnic to the seaside for a whole day. Seaside means the area around the sea. I saw you the picture. Hmm? I show you the picture. Yes. Then all the children were most excited, and all the children were very much excited. On that day, the sun shone bright, and all the children were wild with excitement. They crowded into the train and sat down, but nobody wanted to sit next to Hari because he always pinched. Okay, so everyone, all the students were very excited to go to the picnic. Okay, they sat in the into the train and sat down with each other, but nobody wanted to sit with Hari because he always used to trouble them, so they did not want to sit with Hari, and Hari was sitting alone. When they arrived at the seaside, out jumped all the children with a short shout of joy. Down to the sands they raced hand in hand, but nobody took Hari's hand. Nobody went near him. Okay, when they arrived the seaside, everybody was shouting with joy because and they were holding hands of each other and they started playing on the seaside. But nobody went near Hari because everybody hated him. Hari was angry. He went to a sandy corner near a rocky pool and sat down by himself. He took out his lunch and looked at it. It was a good lunch. There were two hard boiled eggs, six jam sandwiches, three pieces of bread and butter, a ginger cake, and a bar of chocolate. He would eat it all by himself. He wouldn't offer anything to anyone. Okay, children. So Hari was very angry. He was very upset with everyone because nobody talked to him, nobody hold his hand, nobody came near to him, right? So he was very angry. Then he went to a sandy corner near a rocky pool and he sat down there and he took out his lunch. Okay, he had brought a very good lunch. He had two hard boiled eggs, sandwiches, and bread, butter, ginger cake, chocolate. He had such a delicious lunch, so he wanted to eat all it by himself because he does not want to share it with anyone. Okay, then just as he was beginning on the eggs, he heard a hoarse voice near him. Good morning. I'm so pleased to meet a boy like you. Hari turned around and stared in fright. Whatever do you think he saw? Okay, as he was starting to eat the eggs, he heard a hoarse voice. Hoarse voice means a rough and deep sounding voice near him. And what did he hear? What did he heard? He heard that good morning, I'm so pleased to meet a boy like you. Hari turned around, and when Hari turned around, he saw a monster. What did he saw? He was scared. He was stared in fright. Like he was very much scared. He saw a monster crab walking sideways out of the pool. What did he see? He saw a monster crab was coming there. His eyes were on the ends of short stalks and he looked most queer. He held out his front claw to Hari. Hari put out his hand to shake the crab's claw, but to his surprise and anger, the crab opened his pincers and nipped his hand so hard that the little boy yelled. Okay, children. So when he saw that a monster crab was coming, and he was coming there, and took out his hand to shake hand with Hari. Hari also, incidentally, he was thinking something else, and he was in a moment that he gave his hand to the crab for shaking. And when they both shake hands, what happened? The crab took out his pincer. He opened his pincers. Okay, what pincers? Pincers. I showed you the pictures of pincers. Pincers means gripping tools. Hmm? And nipped his hand so hard that the little boy yelled. And he pinched his hand so hard that the little boy Hari shouted in pain. He yelled in pain. Right? Then, "Ah, here is my good cousin," said the crab pleasantly. And to Hari's horror, he saw a large sandy lobster crawling heavily out of the pool. Before the little boy could stop him, the lobster took his hand in his great pincer like claws and pinched it so hard that Hari yelled in pain. Okay, and when crab pinched him, after that he said, "Oh, see, my good cousin has come." And who was his cousin? A big lobster was the cousin of crab. And Hari saw it horribly. He was very much scared, and he saw that a large sandy lobster was coming towards him out of the pool. And before the little boy could stop him, he also held his hand and pinched him so hard that he yelled in pain. Then he stared at the pool in surprise, for out came sandy colored shrimps and prawns, more crabs, and another large lobsters, and they pricked Hari till he was soon black and blue with their pinches. Okay, now he says that. When he stared at the pool, when Hari was looking at the pool, he saw that many more sea creatures like shrimps and prawns and crabs. I showed you the pictures now, children. They were all coming out of the water, and every one of them pinched Hari so hard that Hari was soon become black and blue with their pinches. Okay, so many bruises were appeared on his body, and he became black and blue with their pinches. Right? Now, don't you like it? Said all the creatures in surprise. Why, we were told you would love to see us because you were a champion pincher and pricker yourself. Come, join in the fun. Hari leaped to his feet, crying loudly. Now the creatures were very surprised when when Hari was he was all bruised. When the creatures said in surprise that, "Don't you like it? Because don't you like our pinching? Because we were told that you are a champion pincher and pricker yourself. Come, let's join in the fun." Okay, but Hari, he was shouting and he was crying in pain. So he leaped to his feet and started crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to eat eagerly. Okay, and when he was crying, his lunch rolled into the pool. And when all the sea creatures they saw the lunch, they ran towards the lunch and started eating eagerly. Hari saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. "They only did to me." Okay, and when Hari saw that they had forgotten him, they are busy in eating lunch, so he ran from there and he was crying, tears streaming down his cheeks, and he just ran for his life. "They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children," he thought. "But how it hurt, and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hated me too." And then Hari realized that how much painful it is to pinch anyone and to prick anyone, when because now he was suffering the same thing as all the lobsters and crabs were pinching and pricking him very hardly. So and he thought that as he hates those crabs and lobster because they pinched him, they pricked him, And likewise, all the boys and girls whom he used to pinch and prick, they should hate him, and they hated him. So, well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick anymore. Now he decided, he realized that he will, and he promised that he will never ever pinch or prick anybody anymore. Now he has, now Hari has learned a lesson. He has learned a lesson that we should not trouble others. That little bully Hari is now become a good boy. He decided and he promised to himself that he will never ever pinch or prick anybody. Okay, children, so this was the story, and the moral of the story is we should not teach others, and we should be always kind and helpful to others, right? So now let's see the new words and their meanings, children. So injury by blow to body is bruise, right? Bruise, what is bruise? Bruise means injury by blow to body. Rough and deep sounding, what is the meaning? It means horse. Horse means rough and deep sounding, right? Next is gripping tools. Gripping tools are pincer. Yes. Okay. Next is main stem. Main stem is stalk. Stalk is called main stem. Horrid. Horrid means terrible. And nipped means pinched. Okay. Nipped means pinched. So these were the new words, children. Let's see the question answers of this chapter. Why did all the children hate Hari? Okay. Why did all the children hate Hari? You have some options. Number one, because he would not talk to anybody, because he always pinched them, because he loved stealing their food. So, what is the right answer, children? Yes, because he always pinched them. That's why they hated him. Nobody took Hari's hand, nobody went near him, nobody played with him. This shows that Hari had many friends, few friends, or no friends. Yes, no friends. Next, which of the following actions would make a friendly person? Okay, tell me. Respecting other people, eating a small child's tiffin, calling people rude names, pushing a smaller boy and making him cry, being helpful to everyone, helping your classmates in school, mocking at friends and hurting their feelings, or protecting a weaker person. What are the things, what are the actions that will make a friendly person, children? So, respecting other people, being helpful to everyone, helping your classmates in school, and protecting a weaker person. Very good. Now let's see the next question. Hari was pinched till he was black and blue. Black and blue means Hari fell down in pain. There was bruises on his body. Hari painted himself in color, or Hari had a black and blue shirt. What is the answer? There were bruises on his body. Okay, black and blue means. Now next, I shan't pinch anyone anymore. Shan't means shall, should, shall not, will not. Right answer is shall not. Shan't means shall not. It is the short form of shall not. Now give the full forms of won't. What will be the full form of won't? Will not. Weren't? Were not. Wouldn't? Would not. Couldn't? Could not. Okay, fine. Now next. Now let's see the next. A girl was sitting quietly beside him. Hari leaped to his feet, crying loudly. The words quietly and loudly tell us how an action is being done. Right, find 5 more words ending in ly which denotes how something is done. Okay, how something is done? Let's see. Okay, ideally, logically, gratefully, definitely, secondly. Okay, so these are the words ending with ly. Now complete the blanks with rhyming words of the following and practice aloud. So the rhyming word of bruise is cruise, carriage is marriage, prawn is dawn, creature is feature, features, teachers, preachers, and vowed crowd is crowd, vowed crowd. Right, children? So these were the rhyming words. And now it's a task for you. Identify these animals and speak two sentences about these. Now there are so many sea animals. I am showing the picture of some sea animals to you children. You have to speak any two sentences about these pictures, about these animals. Okay, so do it yourself. And thank you so much for watching the video. Stay tuned with me for my next videos. Till then, take care and enjoy learning.